OCD tip: allow all thoughts. Don't discriminate. You guys are all welcome. Because when we discriminate, we are being security guards in our head. We are scanning out a threat to make sure that there's no threat there, right? But when you have a practice of allowance, if you have a practice of expansiveness, you're not going to be zooming in on all the little details of your thoughts. Your mission is to keep your brain as open as possible. So challenge it, because when we're in obsessive mode, we're going to narrow in on the thoughts. We're going to perceive them as reality and not just neurons, random firings in the brain. But when we base our focus on these things, we're missing the larger picture of this universe. So, can you be expansive when your brain wants to contract? Can you keep your mind open and say, I allow whatever is in my head? And this might sound like a hard thing to do, and it's not like intuitive, because we want to be the detective and we want to use the magnifying glass and get in the nitty-gritties of all our thoughts. But if you change the perspective in general, like allowance, acceptance, and by accepting, that doesn't mean you're agreeing or rationalizing with these thoughts. It doesn't mean any of that. It just means having space in your mind to have everything in there. So when you lose the discrimination, this is a bad thought, this is a good thought, this is OCD, I got to be on the lookout for OCD, oh my God, or else like something bad's going to happen. Like when you become less concerned with your OCD recovery and more expansive when you step into present moment awareness, or just being aware. When you're aware, you're not focused on your internal dialogue, your internal world. You're kind of, you are seeing the universe, the expansive consciousness. And your goal becomes different. It's so exhausting to micromanage your mind. It is. And by micromanaging your mind, you're bringing forth those obsessive thoughts. And it's more about, all right, I don't need to do anything with these thoughts. They can be there, and I am here. I am the container. Sorry, face itching. I am the container, and I have the space for everything. So let whatever come and whatever go. Whatever goes, goes. There's nothing to fight. Why are you fighting your imagination when it is simply a thought? Can you see and just live? Stop discerning. And maybe, just maybe, you'll find that they aren't coming up as much because you're not scanning them. You're not like the security guards at the airport, like waiting, like scanning the luggage, like, oh, what's in this? What are the contents of this? What thoughts are in here? When you get rid of those security guards, nothing really matters, right? Just something to think about. And maybe not even something to think about, but it's just letting the guard in your mind go. Because when there is no guard saying, security, this intrusive thought in bag number 37, whatever. Like if you don't have that, if there's not that alert, you're not on the lookout. They're not going to be as apparent in your mind, So just another metaphor today to let go of the security guard in your brain that's scanning for those threats. I know it can be difficult because, you're on the lookout, but they're not actual threats. They're just in your head. There's no real danger when you're right here, right now. I hope this was helpful, and I will talk to you soon.